Hi, I'm Kippi from KippiAtHome.com. I'm here with my daughter Olivia, who's a graphic designer and part of our design team here at Kippi at Home. And I purchased this Cricut machine last month. My daughter had surgery, and this is something she felt like she could still help us with our Christmas designs and helping us on the blog, but she needed some help cutting out since she only had one hand. So she made these cute little ornaments, and there's some more as well, but you'll see these on the blog. I'm just picking up a few. She made this with the Cricut, and this cute thing, and tags for gifts, and I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff. These are, how about those? They're great. Of course, you can use those all winter. Well, all year actually. And then this is what today's project is going to be, 2019. She's going to do an extra 2 and a 0, so you'll have 2019, 2020, 2021. So that's 3 years of bunting. Sorry, it took me so long there. I have some Christmas ornaments that she did, and it only took her minutes. And you can download some of these designs and do some for yourself. And theirs are super cute, and we'll share some pictures of that later. And then she did this message board that's going to go back on my bar cart. And this is the Moscow Mule, and you can see our recipe and everything is on there. It's fun, you know, it's hip. Any age, anybody, always looks good in any decor. So we'll show you how to make the message board later too, and next, probably next post. So stay on board, subscribe below, and my daughter's going to take it from here because she's the expert on this Cricut, and I'm telling you, this is the best investment I've ever made. The amount of product that this thing has pumped out is something we couldn't have done by hand. And being a graphic designer, it takes it up, definitely takes it up a notch. But you can benefit from her graphic design by just downloading for free some of these designs that she's done. All right, Happy New Year, you guys. I'll see you on the blog.
All right, now we're going to start our project. The first thing you need to do is gather your materials. I have a glitter cardstock, a piece of watercolor paper, a piece of light black cardstock, as well as this flocked craft cardstock, and I have my mats that I need. I'm going to use a strong grip today since these materials stay in place, otherwise you can have a couple of issues. So I already have my design space open for the Cricut. I'm going to go ahead and turn my machine on as well. Look at that, beautiful. So this is the Cricut Maker. It's the most up-to-date, if you will, Cricut. It has the most functions. It can cut the most materials. There's even a place for your iPad right there. It's Bluetooth enabled, but I personally like to hardwire it to my computer. It's doing its thing. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Cricut Design Space. I'm going to open up a new project. It's opening, I promise. All right, then I'm going to upload the files that I made. First thing we're going to do is we're going to pick our file to upload. We're going to pick our 2019. Going to give it a minute. There it is. We're going to save that. And then we're going to choose it, and we're going to insert it into our file. Since I've already made most of it, and I'm only going to be making an extra 2 and 0, I'm going to make the other 2 invisible on my screen so I don't cut them. So I'm just going to finish doing that. Perfect. All right. So next thing we want to do is say make it, because we're ready to make. So it goes ahead and tells you what order it thinks you should do your project. If you, for whatever reason, maybe the piece of paper you have doesn't work to these dimensions, you can always change it. If you have an 8 and 11, you can select that over here, or you can manually move them into another place if you would like. First thing we do is we're going to take our strong grip mat, and we're going to grab our watercolor paper that we're using for our white. We're going to line it up. And we're going to look at it. All right, it goes to 9. Looks like we're good on the screen. So now we're going to hit continue. All right, it's going to ask me to connect my device. As you see, I already did. And that's going to ask me to set my material. And I'm going to choose, I'm going to go to Browse All Materials. I'm gonna type in water, heavy watercolor paper, that's what I want. I'm gonna say done, and I already know how this watercolor paper is. It's a little heavier, so I'm gonna choose more for my pressure. So it gives it a little bit more pressure than usually what. I already have my fine point blade installed, so now I'm going to load my mat. All right, now that's ready to go. I'm gonna hit this Cricut button. And it's gonna pop. All right, perfect. Now we're gonna unload that. And we're gonna move on to our next color. Our next color is, or paper, is going to be our dotted blocked paper for the very back. So you see I'm just kind of pulling this off. To assist me in pulling it off of the mat, I like to use this little scraper guide, also by Cricut. And I just kind of push it underneath to help pull that out without it getting curled. Come here. There we go. It's coming. Perfect. It'd help if this came out too, wouldn't it? Perfect. So now we have our 2 white pieces that we're going to use. Now we're moving on to this guy. As you can see, he's seen better days, so we're going to look at our cut plan on here. And it looks like we need probably the whole width of this, and it's about almost 7 inches tall, so let's make sure this will fit. Alright, so I went ahead and put my paper in there. We're going to change our material to this cardstock. So we're going to go with a medium cardstock. And we're going to say more pressure. Again with that. Alright. Now we're going to start it going. If you ever have something happen and you need to stop it, you can pause it by hitting this pause button. All right. Perfect. Now we're going to unload our mat. Again, we're going to use our tool to push it on off. Ooh, come on. There we go. And this one we have a half hole on it so that we can hang it up. Oops. There we go. We just gotta flatten it out a little bit and we'll be right as rain. That piece. Alright, done with that. And this. Go ahead and move this out of the way too. Alright. So next we have our numbers. So we're going to grab our piece of glitter cardstock, and it's saying to put it on here, obviously. So I'm going to move these little dots out of our way. Get out of the way, dots. And we're going to stick our beautiful, beautiful glitter cardstock right onto here. We're going to feed that into our machine. But first we're going to change our material. So we're no longer doing medium cardstock, we're now going to glitter cardstock. So you can easily just search your materials. I found glitter cardstock, so I'm going to select it and say done. I'm going to give it a little bit more pressure because we're all about being under pressure here, right? So we're going to load that in. Push our magical little Cricut button. Alright, now we're taking them out. Gonna grab our little guy here. 2. There we go. There he comes. There he goes. There he is. Number 2. Moving on, we are down to our last thing, which is just our plain black cardstock. So we're going to once again change our material to, let's feel this, light cardstock. Gonna put it on our mat. I'm actually gonna use this mat. We're gonna push and make sure it's nice and snug on there. Oh, maybe it's not as snug as we want. Let's see. Nope, we're gonna go with the strong grit mat then. There we go, that's definitely going to stay on there. This mat, put over there. Okay, we're going to load our mat. Alright, now we're going to cut out our shapes. There we go. Alright, now we're going to unload that mat. On the computer, we can say we are all finished. Oh, we're going to say cancel, we're done. Yes. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and unplug my computer and move it out of the way. Alright, now it's time to assemble. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our bottom piece. Attached to it is going to be our white. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this double-sided tape. And I'm going to put it on my piece here. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to line it up, make sure it's centered. That looks a little bit more this way. There we go. That looks good to me. Let's go with that. Now that is attached. Next, we're going to do the same thing with the black. Again, we're going to make sure it's centered. Straight at the top. There we go. Attach, and we're going to do something special for our number. We're going to use some of these little 3D guys, these little sticky guys. So flip our letter over. So we're going to put them onto our number. We put one at the top and one at the bottom. And we're going to lift up the extra piece. There we go. So then we're going to take this and put it right here. And there you are. Your finished little bunting piece. Alright, so the last thing you would want to do would be to measure your space to figure out how long you want to make your string. So when I go to put it together, I'm going to go in through the front and then back out again. And if your end's giving you trouble, like this one where it started to unravel, you can just take your scissors and just snip it off. Much better. We're just going to go like that through our numbers. Going to pull some extra. Or we fold it over. That's what we're going to do. We're going to just fold it over like that so we get a clean end. We're just going in and then out. Push it over, make room for our 20. 2. All right, one last time, we're going in and then back out. And then we would want to center it on our string. So keep them separate. All right, and there we go, our finished sign.
Hello, thank you for joining us today to learn how to make the super cute 2019 banner. You can use it on your cabinets, on your bar cart, anywhere in your home, fireplace, and you're going to love all the goodies my daughter has in store for you this spring. So make sure you subscribe and Happy New Year!